morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. First of all, people in the chat, you need to let me know. Can you hear me? Am I coming through loud and clear? I'm not using my big headset for a change. I'm using a different mic. So please let me know if I'm gibbering away. You need to let me know. But yeah, the Man United agenda, we are back. I am back, I suppose, on my own. No Mr. B, no Yaba, no Column, no Rebel. It's just me. Wolves tomorrow. What can I say? All good. Thank you, Steph. I see you in the house. Steph, good evening. It's going to be a bit of a personal one tonight, you know. I'm going to have to kind of... Can't hear. Steph, you can hear me, can't you? Iron Titanium, I can see you in the comments. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all well. All good. Wolves, tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. Again, we've been pushed back. We deserve better. Good evening, kind sir. We've been pushed back. So again, I'm going to be engaging with you people this evening. I'm going to have to bounce off you. Sound is good, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, Monday Night Football. Again, we are always the main event. We are always the last ones on. TV rights is a massive part of that. But we're Manchester United, so of course, all eyes on us. That's the only way, isn't it? But yeah, Wolves 20th. We are going to be the team with the nerves. We're going to be the team that have it all to play for. Ruben Amorim is on high alert, and it's in the title. Make or break for Amorim. Good evening, Amorim out, and there we go. Boxing Unfiltered comes in. Amorim out. That's the hashtag. That has been the common theme. And you know me, people. I've been backing Ruben Amorim for the longest of times. I'm struggling. I am absolutely struggling with this manager at this moment in time. I think there's still a lot to come. But will he make it past Christmas? I'm not too sure. People, you need to let me know in the chat your thoughts on Ruben Amorim as it stands. You know, the last game, I think game management showed a lot that he's struggling in that regard. And yeah, we deserve better. Bang on. 13 Premier League wins in 13 months. It's not good. It's not good. I feel like an idiot at times where I'm trying to defend the man. I'm trying to defend him to my friends, to my peers, to the colleagues, obviously, of the show. And it's becoming harder and harder. The comments. Iron Titanium, my laptop was on mute. We've done it. We've all done it. We have all been there. Don't worry. Boxing Unfiltered. I've backed Hammer Real, but my patience is gone. It's gone. Is it gone or getting there? Is it gone or is it getting there? But yeah, big game. You know, Liverpool dropping points again. They're in and around us. But then Tottenham getting a big win. Crystal Palace tonight getting a very big win. It's struggling. It's struggling times. So it'll be interesting to get your thoughts in the chat in terms of predictions. Obviously, we won't do our predictions just yet. But yeah, let's talk about Wolves, shall we? So obviously, I've got the league table up next to me. They are 20th at this moment in time. Played 14, drew 2, and lost 12. The joke of the weekend has been that we are going to be the team that give Wolves their first win. Evening, Stuart. How you doing, kind sir? Big up, Stuart, in the chat. People, if you are new, if you haven't done so already, smash the likes. Obviously, the regulars, if you haven't done so already, smash the likes. Really do appreciate that. But yeah, evening, Stuart. Acres, unfortunately, I can only see a Wolves victory tomorrow night. And this has been the common theme. People think Manchester United can't do it. They can't do it. Obviously, I remember the game, and it's a touchy subject once again. Kobe Mainu, 4-3, you know, tiptoeing through the Molineux, goals, scenes galore. Times have changed. Iron Titanium will probably draw this knowing us. Steph, Amorim needs to make decisions on Bruno's position as both captain and placing the side. When did he last get a shot on target? Never mind score. And we deserve better. One more from you. Last year, first 14 games, won 4, drew 2, lost 8, 14 points this season. Got his players, got pre-season, 6 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, 22 points. Not great improvement. Thank you, people. Thank you, people. Thank you. 4 people. What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, Wolves, let's talk about them. So they set up as in a 3-4-3, if I'm not mistaken. See, they've got the Norwegian lad up front, Larsen, who's their cash cow. He was linked to going to Newcastle prior to the season starting. Ultimately, that move broke down, and Newcastle went for Vissa and Walter Messi. So off the back of that, he's a good striker, protege of Haaland. He doesn't get ahead of Haaland in that Norwegian team, but who does? Who does? And then they set up with Arias, and I believe it's Bellegarde. Yep, Arias and Bellegarde. And then obviously, Gomez in the midfield. We potentially was going to have an audition with Gomez, but he's got 5 yellow cards, so he cannot play. So we will not be seeing him tomorrow. So it would have been an interesting one to see how he plays, because we had the likes of Baleba, we've had the Wharton audition, and we've had the Anderson audition. It seems to be, it's like we're playing all the centre mids that we've been linked with. It'd be interesting if we ever come across Stiller at any point in the near future. For that, we'd have to be playing in Europe, so probably not anytime soon. Arias. I see what you've done there. See what you've done there, Iron Titanium. Fair play. But yeah, we're currently residing in 12th. And again, it was annoying that a lot of the teams in and around us won their games. So the likes of Newcastle, Tottenham, Sunderland, they lost, to be fair. Brighton, they drew today. But Everton, they got a good win. So it's really on us. It's really on Manchester United to go out there and get the win. Go out there and seize the opportunity. I've got my doubts. I really do. But if you ask me right now, and this is where we can go into the chat now, so I will get you guys on board in terms of predictions. I am going to go with a United win for my sins. I know. I will be going for a Man United win. So people in the chat, let me know. Give me your score predictions. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Manchester United win. You've heard it here first. Document it, tattoo it, take it to the bank. I'm going 2-1. How the goals are going to come, I don't know. I do not know. But I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to seal the win. Let me see what you guys are doing. Subvids, good evening. Subvids is going with a 1-1. Okay, interesting. Acers is going with a 2-1 Wolves, so no confidence in the United win. Matthew, good evening. I'm concerned about the midfield. The thing is, even though, because they play with a 2 as well, they've lost their main midfielder. So we've actually got a better midfield for a change. Cunha needs a performance against his old club. Will he start though? Interesting. Stuart, I love it. 4-0 United. And that's the positivity. People, Stuart's got the right idea. Positivity, that's the way. We never capitalize on others' clubs slipping up. Definitely not. I predict a 3-2 United squeaky bomb victory. Steph, we love it. We're going to win it. I think we're going to win it. United won't beat Wolves and Bournemouth and Villa and Newcastle United in the next 4 games. But that's it. Obviously, Villa looked good. Bournemouth, they weren't the best against Chelsea, but they are still probably better than us. And then Newcastle, again, probably better than us. João Gomez and Andre versus our midfield. So Matthew, no João Gomez. No João Gomez. He is suspended. So we won't be seeing him. And we deserve better. Wolves 2, United 2, Andre and Larsen goals, and then Bruno and Cunha. Okay. So people, my question is, there's a mixed bag, a mixed bag, which I expected. I've gone with a win. There's a few wins in the chat. There's a few draws and a few losses. What is... Okay, let me rephrase it. If we don't win, so forget about a draw. If we don't win, what do we do with Ruben Amorim? does the situation change if we don't win? Does he get more time? Or does it come to a point where, you know, as a famous Claude says, it's time to go? What are your thoughts, people? What are your thoughts? Is it time to go if we don't win? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. For me, if he loses, I think he will be kept on, but I don't think the fans will allow it to happen, if that makes sense. So the fans will speak up, and this happens with our previous managers, and it happens with most clubs. Once the fans turn, the board will act. I truly believe that. Mark, good evening, kind sir. When Ugarte is getting minutes in front of Manu, the manager needs sacking. Favourites Bruno and Delo, Portuguese girlfriends constantly play. Matthew's gone with, if we lose, then Ruben has to go. So Matthew has kind of laid his cards out, and he's saying straight away, if we lose, it's done. Stuart, if we don't beat Wolves, he needs to go, and most of the frauds on the pitch. And I agree with that. I think, obviously, my issues aren't so much with the manager, it's the players. He signed what? So if we go through who he has signed, Dorgu under his tenure, Shesko, Mbumo, Cunha, and that's it, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken, there should be. Is there anyone else? Dorgu, Shesko, Cunha, and Mbumo. I feel like I'm missing someone up, and the goalkeeper, obviously, Lemons. So, you know, the core of crapness is still playing. The core of crapness is still playing. They have not gone. They've not gone. So I feel like once they're gone, I think that's the only time we can properly judge him. But the performances haven't been great. They haven't been great. Ruben Amorim is looking for his Christmas bonus quickly. What else? He won't be sacked even if we lose. And I'm under that opinion, Stu. I am Titanium. Sack his ass. Bold. I would take a Big Sam and 300 meat pies right now. Oh gosh. They will keep him until the fourth place is out. Yeah, and we deserve it. I agree with that. I think that will be the situation. Heaven, no, I don't think Heaven wasn't a Amram signing. I don't believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. I don't think he was. He might have been. Can we send Amram to Liverpool? No, we cannot send him to Liverpool. They must keep a hold of Slot at all costs. They must keep a hold of him. They're a different subject. I was talking about Liverpool this morning, because it's news. It's news. Obviously, those that do know me, I go on TikTok. I've got my own TikTok feed, and I was just talking about Liverpool and Salah, and the amount of scrutiny I got because I was talking about, oh, you're Man United. You're a Man United fan. You shouldn't be talking about Liverpool. Sort out your own club. Behave. News is news. Yeah, but they've got their own kind of issues that they need to sort out. Steph, Amrin will only go once we can't physically get European football, but not being Wolves accelerates his exit. And yeah, I think a few of you have said that. I think it's once the European football is kind of out the question, it's done and dusted. It might be curtains. He made a decent signing, and he's made decent signings real, but it's a results business. Yeah, Stu, it is. And so I'll come away from the comments. Yes, Solo, appreciate you, man. So let's kind of digest this. I think I might have fallen victim to lowering standards. And I've been coming out with certain sayings. Obviously, me and Solo, we've had a back and forth recently. And there's been a lot of things I disagree with, and there's been a lot of things that I do agree with, and vice versa. And this is going to be the common theme with the fan base. And guys, I'd like your opinion on this. So obviously, there's a bar that Manchester United, the establishment, the institution that is Manchester United. There's a bar that we've had. And I've been coming out with saying stuff like, well, we've improved on last season, things are getting better, this, that, and the other, which they are. But ultimately, I'm looking at the league table, and right now, we are 12th. We are 12th. We have played 14. We've won 6, drew 4, and lost 4. For Manchester United, that simply put, is not good enough. It is not good enough. And so I will put that out there. I'm not saying that it's acceptable. Definitely not. But when it comes to football, things aren't just black and white. Things aren't as simple as just saying, oh, you've not won this amount of games, get rid. There are so many different circumstances that come into play. And that's why I feel like I like to give my managers time. I like them to get backed. You know, Amorim, he's came in, he's been here for 24 months, 12 months, pretty much. He's had a botched January window where we got Dorgu. We've had a summer window where we've probably recruited incorrectly and just gone with loads of number 10s where we didn't need loads of number 10s. And now he's got a January window coming back up. I would like to assume and hope that he will be back in this transfer window coming up. Absolutely. So I want him to be kept on, but he needs to be backed. You know, he needs to be backed. And the board, I don't need the board to come out and say, you know, oh, I don't expect them to come out with a statement to say we're backing him. No. We don't need that. We don't need that as fans. Some fans do, and that's fair enough. But what we need is to see money being spent and signings being made. And that for us, I think, will be, okay, we're backing him. You need to deliver now. You know, the board have done this. Ruben Amorim, it's all on you now. It's all on you. So I'd like to get your thoughts on that. Obviously, touchy subject, Ruben Amorim, but I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Oh yeah, Leon. He did sign Heaven. Okay, fair enough. Chido, Dorgu, Leon Cunha, and Bruno Shesko Lemons all signed whilst Amorim in charge. Okay, that's fair. But the Chido, Dorgu, and Heaven one, bit of a, you know. But yeah, all Wilcott signing stuff. Yeah, we should take Salah on loan in Jan. That would piss the Scousers right off. At this moment in time, to be honest, yeah, another touchy subject in terms of Liverpool. They don't know what they want right now. Keep sacking managers isn't the answer. Look at Spurs. They are in the same boat. Yeah, definitely. If the board ain't gonna back him, sack him. You know, that's I know that rolls off the tongue. If the board aren't gonna back him, sack him. Let him go. Put him out his misery. Definitely. We need a flexible manager. I don't mind the stubbornness, but within a game, I would like to see game management being picked up. I will say that again. In-game management needs to be improved. Does need to improve. 5 likes, people. If you haven't done so already, I really do appreciate it. Smash the likes. It does support the channel, definitely. I've heard from a good source, Rude has already been contacted regarding interim again. Oh, wow. To be fair, Stu, if the board haven't been reaching out to certain individuals, then they wouldn't be doing their job. I think it'd be weird if they hadn't been contacting certain people just in case, you know. Would Salah play second fiddle to Mbeumo? Annoyingly, no. I think Salah's still a good player. He's just being played wrong. Loving the Sharia. It's a lovely number, isn't it? It's the reversible one as well. It's the reversible one. So it's obviously, this one does remind people of Ruben Amorim. This is a Ruben Amorim reminding shirt. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Stu. It is a lovely shirt. It's thick though, man. I shouldn't be wearing this indoors. It's a bit of a heavy one. Boxing Unfiltered. Amorim had one plan, and the fact he was hired with this 3-4-3 system is laughable. He does have one plan, but I will always say this: 3-4-3. When you watch them play, and depending on the opposition, it does change, it does chop, it does turn. So it's not always a 3-4-3. Rude, Amorim, neither give me any confidence. Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't want Rude. I wouldn't want Rude. And Bruno has been the better player this season. He has, but that's still not saying that Salah's a bad player. Salah's still a good player. It's being played in a bad system. Because they lost Luis Diaz, in my opinion, and Gakpo doesn't run a lot on the other side. Get me a winner as manager. So coming away from the game, so obviously that is the most important thing. But we do have some topical news, and this came out today. And this doesn't bode well for the change room. So an agent with close ties to Manchester United has come out and obviously said that the squad have criticised the class of 1992. So the players feel the weight of what these guys say very deeply. They see all the clips and it really pisses them off. Their view is that these guys know what it's like to feel the pressure of being a United player. So they want some level of understanding from them, but feel they don't get it. Some players think the class of 92 actually don't want them to succeed, so their own legacy can be protected. So yeah, the relationship has been bad. The lads certainly don't want to be interviewed by them for TV. It's gone way beyond that. So people seeing these comments that have come out, obviously it's the mail, it's the sport, so take it as you will. But our players don't want to have interviews with the likes of our legends that have paved the way for them to play at this club. It's not good. It's not good. It's coward behavior, in my opinion. I think you need to. I think we had like a quiz thing a few weeks back, and there was a question that came up in regards to the DNA of the club. Are the class of 92, tarnishing the club? Do we need to come away from our DNA? And I kind of did say that we do need to come away from it, but to a certain extent. But the likes of Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt, Roy Keane, they are pillars to, what I grew up knowing as a footballer in terms of the Manchester United institution and what we know. Sir Alex Ferguson, Roy Keane, for me, the greatest Premier League captain of all time. And if our current players can't take criticism from them, then I'm sorry, they need to go. They need to go. And I'm pretty confident it won't be the new players that are saying that. So it won't be your Mbumos, your Cunhas, your Sheskos. It's going to be the typical lot that have not been removed from the club for the longest of time. So, I will name Paul, your Delos, your Bruno Fernandez's, your Luke Shaws. So it's not good. Boxing Unfiltered. The modern football at Manchester United makes me sick. They want to play at United with all the benefits and the money, but no pressure. Boxing, bang on. When they perform, the Manchester United fan base, the supporters, everyone will give them all the credit, all the support, probably better than any fan base. We're a passionate fan base. We want to see our club flourish and do well. And they will get the flowers when they perform. But I'm sorry, when they're putting out 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 out of 10s week in and week out, and we criticize them, they need to stand there and be counted and take the criticism. None of it's ever personal. You will get some idiots that will come out with personal abuse, blah, 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 blah. But the majority, it's just because we want to see Manchester United do well. It doesn't come from a place of malice. It doesn't come from a place of like negativity. We just want to see Manchester United thrive because we know what the club is. We know what the club has been, and we know where the club needs to be going forward. So yeah, when these players are not liking this criticism and they don't want to have interviews because of the fact that Gary Neville's pulled them up on the Sky Sports podcast, or Roy Keane has said that, they're not a good captain, or they had the opportunity to go fifth and they cowered away from it. It's poor. It is really poor. I don't believe it's the Daily Mail just creating headlines without any facts. No, we deserve better. I get what you mean. It is the Daily Mail. It is a bit of a poor source, but there has been evidence of players, coming out and saying certain things about pundits, saying that they don't like to be criticised. We've had it with Luke Shaw in the past. Bruno Fernandes has come out and he's mentioned that he knows that pundits are talking about him on Sky Sports, etc. Don't say it. You shouldn't be paying any attention to it. And yeah, it's social media, so you can't hide away from it. But you shouldn't comment on it. Don't comment on it. Don't let us know that it's got to you, if that makes sense. You should just knuckle down and get onto it and show that it's affected you on the pitch in terms of performances, you know. And sometimes they over talk. And I know there's a cliche, and obviously Salah recently, he's a prime example. He's come out now in public and made some certain comments known, and he's getting a lot of stick for it now. So there does need to be a balance because of the times, but there are times where we say that our players are robots, and then we also say, actually, you've spoken out of turn now. So we do need to find that balance. We definitely do. Biggest problem is that the Glazers have lowered the standards. Yep, I agree. We know exactly who the ones bitching are. Yep, we do. I'm not letting the male gaslight me. I'd be a fool if I believe the word of it. Well, we deserve better. There has been evidence of it being published in the past. So I don't fully believe the male, but there are certain players with history of this, and they've not left the club. What justification does Amorim have for selecting players that perform in training but not on match days? I suspect mannequins don't tackle. But that second packet is pure fantasy. But there you go. So people, I don't know how we are going to line up tomorrow. You know, you could put names in a hat and see what comes out. You know, I'll generally be surprised with tomorrow's lineup. Injuries, don't think we've got many injuries other than the ones that we already are aware of. But obviously, Lamens will be in goal, so that's fine. De Ligt, I think, is back. So he obviously missed the game against West Ham, but I believe he should be back. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Steph, I think De Ligt is back, but don't hold me on that. But I believe it was already said that he's going to miss the West Ham game, but he should be back for this. People, does Yoro come back into the starting lineup for you? Let me know. Does Yoro come back in? I guarantee Delo starts. Yeah, I think he does now. I think Dorgu, he might have to sit on the sideline again. It'll be a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno, and then it'll be Mbumo. Does Cunha start? Yes to Yoro. Start Licha would be my choice. Licha, come on now. He must be ready. Surely. I think there's one thing clear, though. There's one person we know that's not starting, and that's Miney. Amorim is clueless, but a win against Wolves. Max, we take it. But that's not Max, is it? I need the names are still coming up. The names are still coming up all weird. I don't care who starts anymore. It's all shit. Fair enough. Cunha starts all day. You'd like to think so. Cheeky goal against his former. Knee sliding in front of the home crowd. Kissing the badge. Mwah. We'd love to see it. Boxing, I'd bring Yoro back. Dorgu isn't good enough. Can't cross. Can't do the basics. Leach starts surely. Surely he starts. We'd like to see it. We'd like to hope so. People, wow. I think the next time you'll see the channel, I believe there'll be a watch along tomorrow. Possibly. I'm pretty sure Colin will be on base for it, hopefully. But yeah, people, short and sweet tonight. Obviously, just a preview. Just me, but brilliant. Thank you for bouncing along with me this evening. But yeah, Monday Night Football, I told you the main event of the evening, of the weekend, Manchester United. Hopefully we get 3 points. Hopefully we don't have to wait all weekend for a piss poor performance. I would like a good performance to go along with it. I really would. But ultimately, at this point of the season, festive time, I just want to see 3 points on the board. And then we can discuss about what to do next. But yeah, please, Man United, Ruben Amorim, just get the job done. People in the chat, appreciate you as always. And please, if you haven't done so already, smash the likes. And yeah, this has been the Man United agenda. Real saves football. And yeah, Mador, come on United, come on Amorim. But yeah, I'm not fully positive. But yeah, take it easy. Good night.